Visit tcgcastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check video description or visit TCG Castle for more.
Looking to grade your Pokemon cards and you don't know how to do it? Check out Ludkins Collectables and grade your Pokemon cards with zero risk. Check video description or visit ludkinscollectables.com for more.
Hey, how's it going, Pokefans? Welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. In this video, we will be looking at Empoleon Break deck that I just recently decided to build for the standard format, and I really like it, and it's pretty good and strong. So what's really special about this deck? Well, it's definitely the total command attack that can just output so many damage counters to our opponent Pokemons that this is just madness. So 160 HP is also very good because it's very powerful, and it's not going to be easy for our opponent to make one-hit knock against 160 HP Pokemon. But even if our opponent is capable to do that, he will still just drop a single prize card, which is a madness. On the other side, I just tried to build somehow the deck list that can just work and be consistent without putting maybe a single Empoleon GX in play, which is just, again, insane. So yeah, it's very important to just keep trading prize card for 2 prize cards. Also, is Empoleon Break on the deck list with that Imperio's command attack with 2 energies. This attack can also does 30 damage times the number of Pokemon your opponent has in play. So let's say our opponent has 6 Pokemon in play, we can go for 180, and with Choice Band up to 210 against GX or EX, which is enough to one-hit knock out something like Zoroark GX, for example, with a single shot. And again, that's just insane. With a total command, if there's 10 benched Pokemons, 5 on each side, then we can go for 200 with a Choice Band 230. Again, pure madness in my opinion. On this deck list, I'm also running 2 of Vulpix because starting with the Vulpix in the active position and using Beacon can be very good for the setup, as well as 2 of each Remoraid and the Beazle Hand for the drop support. Double Octillery is just all we really need with this deck list. It's just completely insane. 2 Tapu for the turn 1, possibly Bridget if we can't find it. I just decided not to go with Stadium Brooklet Hill because in some certain matchups Brooklet Hill can also give advantage to our opponent, for example. And there's a 4-2-4-2 line of Piplup, yeah, hard to pronounce. They just name almost the same. Empoleon, and of course Empoleon Break. Moving on to the item cards, I'm running 2 copies of Field. Also, 4 copies of Field Blower couldn't be decreased down to 1. I mean, this deck can also be tweaked to have 4 puzzle of times if you just feel comfortable running them. For example, you can move 1 Field Blower, you can move 1 of each Choice Band and Flowstones, and you can also move 1 Empoleon in addition to 4 puzzle of times, for example, or maybe 2 Mellows or 2 Skylers or something like that. So there's room to even do some tweaks and changes in that deck list if you just feel comfortable doing that. But yeah, also 4 copies of the rare candies. These are very important. To go to Empoleon pretty quickly, as well as 1 Rescue Stretcher and Super Road for energy and Pokemon Recycle, as well as 1 special charge. Moving on to the 4 copies of Ultra Ball, and then of course supporter line, 2 Bridget just in case if 1 is prized. For very important turn 1 setup, 4 copies of Cynthia's, 3 Guzmas, and 2 of each Ann and Professor Sycamore. I also have 3 Choice Bands and 3 Floatstones on this deck list for that further treat and extra damage. Very important in my opinion, as well as 4 counter energies and 4 water energies. Counter energy is pretty much the joker in this deck list. If we have more prize cards than our opponent, then we can simply, you know, activate that counter energy and start to use Empoleon total command and take advantage over our opponent. So overall, this is the deck that I'm gonna use in this video. If you're looking for any of these cards, you can check them on tcgcastle.com. If you're looking for maybe to send your cards to the PSA submission, make sure to check ludkinscollectable.com as well. So yeah, that's for now it. Make sure to hit the thumbs up and sub to the channel for more videos if you already didn't. So see you in the game. Alright, so who's gonna win the coin flip? Alright, so looks like I lost the coin flip. I'm gonna start second. Alright, there we go. So, taking the closer look at the opening hand, really good. Really, it's but it's how it is. If I get lucky, I might be able to evolve into my Empoleon for turn 2, but we shall see. So my opponent started with the Vulpix in the front. It would be pretty badass to see Vulpix on my side of the field in the active position, but as the thing's looking right now, this is just not gonna happen. However, there's the Brooklet Hill, which means I can search my deck for on the bench, which means I can grab myself a Piplup. This looks like to be a mirror match, and this is gonna be very interesting to watch. So there's also a Ultra Ball available for my opponent. Right, it's Puzzle of Time in his deck, which is really interesting. Alright, Counter Energy as a top deck. Well, I guess not bad. So, let's just bench down there. And I think I'm gonna discard this Brooklet Hill as well. I'm gonna take Choice Band. No energy attachment, just in case of Guzman. I'm afraid to see something like that from my opponent's side of the field. So we're just gonna state for now in the front. Piplup, there's gonna be the. I just need one Ultra Ball. One Ultra Ball can easily change the game. And there we go. So my opponent actually managed to set up much better Lodestone available for him. That's easy. Anyways, let's see. 5 cards with a Beazle hand. There's another Piplup. And Sycamore for 7. Alright. There we go. So 1 Sycamore for 7. He discarded the entire hand. And oh, actually 1 piece of puzzle and Aqua Patch. So he also used Aqua Patch in his build. And top of EX. Yeah, it's a good card. You can use Hydro Shot. It can Tapu Storm. It can Aqua Ring. Do some other things. Version of deck is a little bit different. It's really different a little bit than my opponent. 1 Bridget can actually also be a good thing here. Just a rare candy. I guess I have Counter Energy, so it is gonna be ×2 with a total command. So it's 100 for me. Okay, so next turn, potentially I can take 1 price card, knocking out my opponent Empoleon, then we're gonna be equal both. But more than that, I'm still gonna need to find a way to somehow get that drop supporter because I find a single one, and that's very bad. So there's another Ultra Ball for my opponent as well. And Guzman discarded. Okay, so that's fair enough. 1 Piplup for him in play. He can go for 120. And I can go as well for 100. So I can take the price card, but for me the best thing is going to be something like a Bridget as the top deck, so I can just expand the bench and find another Pokemon. And there we go with the N. Alright, so he actually helped me to start with the N. Oh, but I couldn't find pretty much almost nothing. Alright, at least there's a Field Blower which can be discarded, as well as Ultra Ball for Bridget, of course. I really need that Bridget to be set up. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna discard my fuel blower and something like a Empoleon. And I can finally grab myself a... Yeah, in this case, it's just gonna be a Piplup. Really, it's just a Piplup. With 1 energy card. I'm gonna put a Beazle Hand, Artillery in play for 3 extra cards, and after that, Cynthia, I really want to avoid... Oh, but there's the Bridget. And since there's the Bridget, I can take the risk setting up something like this in play. Of course, it's going to increase the damage. But hey, it is how it is. In this case, for 180, so we are both equal right now. Price cards, and there's another Emerald, so extra Beazle Hand. My opponent decided to promote his Vulpix in the front. In this certain situation, advantage over my opponent just because I have... Oh, there's the Aqua Patch. Just because I have 0 GXs in play. So I can take 2 prize cards just by knocking out his Tapu Fini, for example. Which is obviously a huge benefit. And there is a Rescue Stretcher. I think I far only 1 rare candy, which is good. 3 rare candies still in play available. And 0 Floatstones. So, there's a puzzle of time, and it's going to be a double puzzle of time play for my opponent. So he can potentially... Nope, not a double puzzle time. Alright. Not a double puzzle of time. Okay, energy from hand. Still retreat. Fair enough. So that's gonna be the retreat, and it's gonna be the Naka with the total command. So there's just no question about that. And it's 180, which means I can go for 160 with less Pokemon in play. And this is very nice. A Tapu Lele, but since I'm not running Skyla, I'm not gonna put it in this certain situation. It's not gonna be even a good thing to do it. So I'm just gonna grab myself a Rescue Stretcher, put a Pokemon from my discard pile into my hand, and it's gonna be Empoleon. Of course, with the rare candy, I can have that Evolution Chamber. And there we go. I also have Empoleon Break, but so far I'm just not gonna put it in action. With the Ultra Ball, I can grab myself another Artillery, just if I want. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do that Prinplup. Go. And then I'm gonna use that Beazle Hand. My opponent is not playing counter energies. That choice bent. It's not that I need it. And I can strike with my top. And that's gonna be for 180. And again, we are both equal, speaking about the price card. Choice bent. For the next turn, I'm just gonna need that Empoleon and any sort of energy card. And then I can strike my opponent. Again, he can just use Tapu Storm GX and scoop my Empoleon back into my... Actually, he can shuffle him back into my deck. Yeah, of course he can do that. In this certain situation, he will benefit from that. That's for sure. Then I'm gonna probably just go with Special Charge Play and Cynthia. And all I'm gonna really need is gonna be Empoleon with energy cards. So there's the Rescue Stretcher. For another Piplup for my opponent. Somehow my deck works just a little bit better than my opponent. it is how it is. I mean, definitely works a little bit better. So, two rare candies in my discard pile. Really no need to worry too much. I mean, two of my Piplups are already in my discard pile, so I need just to find a way to at least bench one more. So I'm gonna need at least one more on the bench. I have Choice Band in my hand available for the bench of Piplup. Tapu Storm GX. Alright, so he just shuffled back my Empoleon and all cards attached into my deck. I really can't say nothing against it. So let's just get a Beazle hand and see what we can get. After that, I'm gonna maybe even with the Sycamore. Who knows? Oh, okay, that's nice. I can use another Beazle hand and more cards. Counter Energy, why not? As well as a Super Rod. Right now I'm gonna have greater chance to pull Empoleon if I find it. I'm not gonna be able to knock my opponent top, but hey. And looks like it's just not gonna happen. So since it's not gonna happen, at least I can try to paralyze maybe my opponent Tapu Fini with the... And will that be the case? Unfortunately not. So I flipped the tails on the coin flip. It's okay. A bit luckier. I could just paralyze my opponent Tapu Fini, so be able to do anything. Anyways, I have Guzma for next turn, but I'm gonna be forced to use probably my Sycamore for 7. Looks like this time, nope, another Puzzle of Time just used for nothing. Oh, that's just not good. Really, it's not. So far, my opponent get lucky with those Puzzle of Times, so yeah, it's really bad. I'll really try to limit this, my version of Empoleon deck, to be as much possible consistent by drawing the cards with a Beazle hand. Melov, of course, would be a nice card in this deck, especially with 2 auxiliaries, but I don't have a single Melov in this version of deck at least. Oh, nice. So there's a Piplup and Empoleon for the next turn, as well as Water Energy, so that's going to be a big deal for the... So when Counter Energy is attached to your Pokemon and you have equal price cards or less price cards, or more price cards, let's say, than your opponent, it provides just a regular colorless type of the energy. So there we go with the Aqua Ring. I'm gonna take 20. He's gonna switch down to Vulpix. Nice play, I should say. So right now, if I get lucky, I can maybe if I get lucky here, I can throw something like a Guzma. Yeah, I'm gonna have Guzma available. And my biggest concern here is my opponent at this moment. He is the biggest threat. And I need to knock him out. And I can still play another Beazle hand if I need. Why I wouldn't do it. And there's Empoleon Break. It cannot enter the play. So I managed to avoid the threat, hit for 181 of my opponent Empoleons. Just draw from the prime region. And there's the Vulpix from my opponent's side of the field. Of course, you're just gonna promote your Vulpix in the front because of the float stone. Alright. Ooh, very huge amount of Empoleons in my opponent discard pile. There's in total 4 of them. And there's just another puzzle of time. He already have 3 puzzles in his discard pile, so that's very bad for him. And I think this game will just goes into my favor. I just simply... Well, my opponent can actually return back. Let's just say that. Next turn, I'm going to put that Empoleon break in play, plus I'm going to probably Cynthia. I'm probably going to go with the Cynthia. Who knows, maybe even with the N. Sycamore for 7, alright. Alright, so there's a Priplook. So... Alright. One Guzman with discard pile. Right now, my opponent can go with the Beacon. Not sure how he can benefit with it, but still. He have 4 Empoleons in his discard pile, so he desperately needs to try to find a way to recover them. Again, it's my turn, and there's another Empoleon. The Empoleon break, and right now I can just hit my opponent for like 100. If I'm not wrong, 180. This attack does, yes, 180. So he just decided to concede. So as you can see right here, yeah, very interesting mirror match between Empoleon break and Empoleon. And in that mirror match, my version of the deck was a little bit better than my opponent. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Make sure to hit the thumbs up and sub to the channel for more videos. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this deck list. See you next time.